So you want to wrestle like Jordan Burroughs? Good luck. But no, on a serious note, you can. Here's a few ideas to think about when trying to replicate Jordan Burroughs. Jordan Burroughs doesn't just shoot at any time. His timing is really good. He shoots about one shot. It's called a double leg. Jordan Burroughs usually just shoots a double leg. He'll change it up every once in a while, but he's always shooting a blast double. Jordan Burroughs hides his timing with his hand fighting. If you can set a rhythm when you're hand fighting, touch the head, post, club, move in, your opponent will get used to this rhythm. But what Jordan Burroughs does is he breaks that rhythm, pop, 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 and shoots on the half beat. So the beat in between the pop, pop, pop. That's your shot. Because when you get your opponent thinking that you're going to post, 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 move, move, he gets used to that rhythm and the timing that you're presenting to him. And if you can change it up, that creates surprise. And you can only score when you put someone in bad position, right? You break the timing to put somebody in bad position because they'll only be ready on the beats. Pop, pop, pop. Okay, are we ready? I'm ready. It's in between the beats that somebody will relax. And you always want to attack when someone's relaxed, right? It makes it easier on you. There's 3 different types of attacks. Just a straight attack when your opponent has an attack, you're just defending, you just attack. And then there's a counter attack. When they attack you, you counter their attack. And then there's the time that you attack at the same time. At the highest level, that's usually what's going on when you're able to read your opponent's intentions, decide when he's going to do what and what he's going to do. That comes from a lot of contemplation and reflection on your style, on other people's styles. The longer you wrestle higher level people, the more you'll come to an understanding of what they're doing. But you can bypass that by understanding things that great wrestlers do already. Like, you don't have to be in the room with Jordan Burroughs to understand some of the things he does. And you don't have to wrestle Jordan Burroughs to understand all the things he does. But you can watch him and gain some knowledge from that and then internalize that and use that at practice. He attacks on all 3 levels of the wrestling stance. He can attack from a more upright stance, standing and hand fighting. He can attack from there. He can also attack your ankles from a very crouched stance. But what he's exceptionally good at is attacking in the mid-range. And that's what I like to talk about the most, because that's when most people relax. And it doesn't have to be technically good. The timing sometimes will be more beneficial than having amazing technique. Now, what I mean by this is when Jordan Burroughs drops his levels, touches the mat, fakes for the ankle, he'll start coming up. And his opponent, you can watch it every time, his opponent will follow his head, right? And then when he starts coming up, the opponent will come up. But he doesn't know when Jordan's going to stop coming up. And so that's up to Jordan. And when Jordan decides to stop midway, the other guy keeps going, and that's when he attacks. Jordan is so good at getting someone to react off of him. And at a high level, that's what you have to continually do, and that's very hard. The better wrestlers you wrestle, the more they're trying to do that. Every great wrestler is trying to get their opponent to react off of it. And at the end of the day, it seems that the wrestler who accomplishes that goal is the one that wins. That's how you score. If someone's always reacting off of you, they can't get their game off, so to speak. They can't get their attacks. They can't get to their tie-ups. And you control the pace and the timing of the match. Another thing that Jordan Burroughs does that allows him to be successful at a high level is he never gets tied up. Well, never say never, but for the most part, he doesn't get tied up. He keeps his distance. He stays athletic, plays to his strengths. And when you're watching that, if you want to emulate everything that he does, do it. I mean, you're not going to go wrong. But if you don't have the body type for that, don't do that. You use the concepts he's presenting every time he wrestles, but do things that best fit your athletic ability, your mindset, and your body type. Jordan has a specific body type, and he plays towards it. He has a specific athleticism, and he plays towards that. A lot of people will emulate successful wrestlers, but like if you're really slow, your blast double's not going to be that effective. So maybe change it up. Maybe pick another move and just allow yourself to form that move in a way that fits you. It's very interesting when you develop your style. You just never know what you're going to pick up and what you're going to let go of. If you're watching Jordan Burroughs, keep in mind how he can attack on all three planes, how specific his timing is, and how he sets that timing up, how he attacks right on the offbeat, and then watch for how he stays out of tie-ups that he doesn't want to be a part of. When you begin to do that, and you become adamant about only getting in positions that you want to be in and that you can score from, when you get that, you're on your way to a state championship or whatever championship that you want to get to, because that's what happens.